While taking the school bus home, Gerald Withers saw a curious shape in a ditch beside the road. And as the driver made its way along Route P in Jefferson County, Missouri, he duly alerted the driver what had been seen. Withers was dismissed, though, with the assurance that the mystery object was likely nothing more than a deer, perhaps one that had been hit by a passing vehicle. Nevertheless, the memory of what Withers had seen gnawed at him, and it would continue to do so when he got home. Indeed, according to the 11-year-old's mom, Brandy Overturf, her son would usually spend his time after school playing football or basketball in the yard or relaxing with his Xbox. However, on this particular afternoon, it seemed that Withers wasn't his usual self. Instead, the youngster was thinking about what he'd seen by the bridge. What's more, Overturf could tell that her boy was desperate to investigate what he thought he had spotted there. And as a consequence, she wanted to help him do just that. In a November 2017 interview with St. Louis news channel KSDK, Overturf would also explain, Withers knew deep down that it was something. It was not a deer. He went with his instinct. Thankfully, though, Withers' mother didn't dismiss his concerns as quickly as the bus driver had. And as it turns out, Withers' desire to act led him to eventually calling 911. Consequently, the Missouri State Highway Patrol would go on to find the shape that the Festus Intermediate School student had spotted. It was a good thing that the 11-year-old had made an intervention too, as the object in question wasn't a deer. Instead, Withers had spotted a badly injured motorcyclist who had come off the road at or before 4 p.m. that day. The man was subsequently identified as 36-year-old Billy G. McMahon of Bonne Terre, who had been riding his Honda CBR 1100XX eastbound on Route P when the bike came off the highway. Then, after veering off the road, McMahon had slammed into a bridge support. That collision threw him into a ditch where he was left unable to move. Thankfully, though, he was spotted before nightfall and saved from the potential deadly cold. And although McMahon had been wearing a helmet, he was nevertheless seriously injured. As a result, he was taken to the nearby Mercy Hospital Jefferson in Festus by an ambulance. There, staff reportedly told Withers' mom that McMahon could have died if it hadn't been for the boy's intervention. Indeed, Overturf later told KSDK, the paramedics said that who knows how long he'd even been there, because the bike was so cooled off that he said he was there for some hours. She added, if Gerald hadn't noticed McMahon, he probably would have frozen to death and not made it through the night. And even in the video of KSDK's story, Overturf paid tribute to her son for her actions. Words can't even describe it, she said, her voice trembling with emotion. It's amazing. I'm proud of you, buddy. Furthermore, Withers' grandfather, Bob Brunner, seemed to be similarly appreciative of the 11-year-old. He told KSDK, Withers didn't want to do nothing else except go back and make sure that was a person there and that he wasn't in trouble. Brunner, a keen motorcyclist himself, would also describe his grandson as being selfless. He's a great kid, he added. He's always worried about other people more than he is himself. Plus, the man whom Withers had found also showed his gratitude by making contact with his young hero and thanking him for saving his life. And Withers, in turn, said that he would enjoy meeting with McMahon. Withers would also tell KSDK, I would just tell McMahon that I'm thankful that I saw him. It's just crazy to think that he could have died and that he's alive right now. It's clearly cool. And Withers' actions didn't go unnoticed either. In fact, his favorite football team, the Green Bay Packers, were among the first to congratulate the quick-thinking youngster. The Packers also sent the boy an autographed photo of quarterback Aaron Rodgers, together with a hat, banner, and water bottle. And in a letter praising Withers, a representative of the NFL team wrote, It's our understanding that you're a loyal fan of the Green Bay Packers. So on behalf of the entire Green Bay Packers organization, I would like to express our deepest appreciation to you. The letter continued, We would also like to commend you on saving the life of Billy McMahon from his motorcycle accident. What you did was very brave, and you should be very proud. That's a sentiment that KSDK presenter, Ray Strickland, would probably agree with too. Strickland accompanied Withers and his grandfather to the scene of the accident, where they found remnants of McMahon's destroyed motorcycle. Indeed, Strickland had since told Scribble that he considers Withers to be a true hero. He also said, As an 11-year-old, for Gerald to have the wherewithal on a loud and distracting school bus To see a man in need and want to help was unbelievable. The journalist went on to add, Withers did not think twice about helping McMahon, and that was so remarkable. Furthermore, Strickland revealed that he firmly believed that McMahon owed his very life to Withers' brave and thoughtful actions. Strickland added to scribble, even when the bus driver thought that he was seeing things, Withers told his family, "No, I know what I saw and we need to go there." That showed real courage. The KSDK presenter continued, and what do you know, there was a man there. He concluded, if it wasn't for Gerald, the man would have frozen to death. He's a very special individual. And those are words with which it's difficult to disagree. I hope you like this video. If so, please hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to make sure you never miss a video from our channel.